Welcome to Talk Purpose and Truth with Eden and Kim, shifting you into higher consciousness, the show that elevates, uplifts, and encourages listeners to grow, heal, awaken, and evolve. Eden and Kim include bold topics, special interviews with inspiring guests, intuitive readings, channeled messages from beyond, including celebrities, hot topics to expand your awareness, and time for questions from the audience. Tune in for unprecedented truth, authenticity, on-purpose discussions, and magical moments.
Release negative energy, shift my energy, figure out what's blocking me, all kinds of powerful things. There was a day that I was going to the Bahamas and I was freaking out because I felt like crap, and I did a session with her, and within 24 hours I totally felt like amazingly better, and I was able to enjoy my trip. So thank you for that. And Eden has some great stuff she's experienced with Charissa as well.
Yeah, so Kim, I met her through you, and it was at an event, a women's event that we went to, and she showed up and she was doing things that I've never seen before done to anybody. She went around and did some kind of like energy work on people, and she came up to me and she did something, and then when it was over, she came over to me and she's like, I just want you to know, I don't know who you are, I don't know what you do, but there's a lot of energy around you. So she scared me a little bit. So, but
I felt that. I was like, oh, I'm freaking her out.
Yeah, but you're so honest. You know, I love that. You're very blunt and honest, and I'm that way too. So I understand it and I appreciate it. But it made me feel called to do a session with you, because if I had a lot of energy around me, I wanted to move through it or release it, whatever I had to do. So we did some sessions and she helped me so much. And I didn't even know the kind of difference that it was going to make until actually it happened. But she does her work over the phone too. She's, you know, I mean, I do too, I guess. So I shouldn't be surprised. But
Me too.
she's,
it's all energy.
So I just felt so different. I didn't know I was just, you know, I had a lot of weight on me, figuratively and physically, I guess, but a lot that was just keeping me tired a lot, and, you know, physical feelings that I was feeling. So
right.
it really made a difference for me. And then ever since, I've sent her tons of clients, and she's helped so many people.
People have been helped by you.
Yeah,
you two are amazing. You guys are my biggest referrals. I so appreciate you ladies from the bottom of my heart. Yes.
Well, the reason I love to do it to help people and to help you, but I mean, I get a lot of people, Kim, I wonder if you send the same kind of people. I get a lot of people who call me because they have like energy they feel like are, you know, in their house, in their homes. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, oh no, that's not my expertise. Here's Charissa's number. And
right.
And you always help them.
Right. Well, I know sometimes I'll get clients that I'll do some energy clearing a little bit with them, and I'll do intuitive reading with them, but then they feel like they have really like deep, maybe like negative energy attached to them, or they're holding on to blocks or something, and she's so good at helping them tune into that and release it. So
yes. You just, you know, there's something about you, like, pretty special lady.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And by the way, Eden, I had no idea that I was able to clear the energy of a house. I mostly have cleared entities and energies from people and their own space. And so, but I tune into the situation and see if I can help them and before they hire me.
Right.
Amazing. So what's an example of you working with a client with these types of topics?
Well, I guess I can give it an example of the last client that I worked with, that I'm currently working with. She was in a toxic relationship. I mean, I hate to label, but I guess she said he was a narcissist and self-absorbed and not kind of like this, I hate you, I love you type of energy and this push-pull, and he had been a part of her life for a long time, like 10 years. And basically, I felt that there was a cord connection, that basically they were, dependent on each other from a past life, and it was carrying on to this lifetime. So she really felt like she couldn't be without him. So I really felt like I had to clear that and then cut that tie. I think Kim and Eden, you work on that too, on cutting.
Yeah, I think just
cords,
real quick to explain that to the listeners. We've talked about it before, but it's like an energetic pull that attaches you to someone. And unless you intentionally cut it, you could be attached to them, and it could be causing a lot of problems and blocks in your life, and physical symptoms even.
Yeah. So what would that look like to the normal person because they don't know that there's a energetic attachment?
Yeah. So basically they can't get over this person. They broke up, but they just can't get over them. And then also they can't get into a new relationship. And it's because these entities are attached to them, or the energy of the relationship is actually there. So a person seeing them with their third eye sees them in a relationship, even though it's just this cord attachment. So it's like they know in a physical way that this person is bad for them, but they can't help it. It's like they keep going back. And I would like to say it's not their fault. This is so sad to say, but like an abusive relationship, which in a way she wasn't getting physically abused, but definitely emotionally. It's like sometimes they keep going back, and then people around are saying, why do they keep going back? Why do they do that? It's this spiritual attachment. It's this tie. It's something on another realm that people can't explain. And even the person in the relationship doesn't even realize that it's that needs to be tied in order for them to move on, and for others, for a healthy relationship, to make space for a healthy relationship to enter their lives.
Okay, I just thought of like 10 more people I can send you now.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God. Well,
ooh, that's a powerful one.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I would just love to help. Hey, and you know what? I've been there. Hey, I'm no superhero. I have been in those relationships myself,
me too.
And not known about that, that there is that connection before I started doing this. So it's like
powerful.
Yeah, we all have this opportunity. This could happen to anyone. Obviously, maybe there's some people that fall more on the victim spectrum than others. But we're all in the process of healing, and we might even have that victimhood in our DNA from generations, or even from history, from United States, from war, whatever it might be, for all women in our bodies, in our DNA that need to be healed. So when I do this healing, it's not just healing that person, we are healing all of humanity. I know that sounds grand, but it's just this little bit. So as you heal yourself, I really like to empower people, saying this healing, I'm not doing this to you. We are doing this together. This is your energy doing this. So it's not like they need me, because I don't want them to cord attach to me thinking that they need me to move on, right? It's more of like a kick in the pants. Okay, this is you. You got to do this, all right? We're going to do this together.
I think that another way to put it, another version of that, just so people can understand it even deeper, is that is an energetic description, and it totally works and is true. And you see it in the results even around your friends and family a lot of time. If you heal something, like if I heal something, I see my mom shifted because I healed something, if we both shared something. But also, I always look at it like for example, if you speak, like right now, if you speak on a podcast and 2,000 people hear it, and even 500 of those people take a sentence or two that you said and pass it on to their 10 friends and family member, and then those people remember it and pass it on. And then it shifts certain things in certain people's lives, all from you appearing one time on one podcast. It just we have to remember the power of our words, the power of our presence and our actions and showing up to things. I'm getting so many goosebumps right now.
Oh, I am too. Oh my God, I'm feeling your chills.
Oh
it's
my God. But
the magnitude of what you're saying is like so deep
right now, you know?
Yeah, and the power of this conversation, how many people we can help, and that feels good too.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay.
But so I wanted to say something too about, because you had asked me to do a heart-centered meditation, and I was thinking, I was like, yes, oh sure, I would love to do that. But I'm going through my own physical detox and spiritual detox, but I'll explain the difference. So a physical detox would be something that you do with your body, like fasting or juicing or not eating meat for a month, or taking supplements that help clean out your body, different, smoothies. The medical medium talks about cleansing, with celery juice and heavy metal detox smoothies. It's so important that there's so many toxins in the air, in the environment, in our food. And even if we eat healthy, that we still need it. Our body still needs that physical detox. And actually what's interesting is I think they're intimately tied together, because as this earth is evolving to the fifth dimension, and as we as physical beings are going into another realm of spiritual beings, we have to be healthier. That's just the bottom line. We have to eat healthier so our bodies can handle that high frequency. So it's so important. I just want to stress that to the audience. You got to get ready. You got to get ready for this next wave and be physically fit, take care of yourself, get enough rest, all of that. So that is the physical detox. So spiritual detox might be something maybe like what Eden is going through right now.
Yeah. Although what you described, I feel some of that too now. I think I have a little of both. But go ahead. Go ahead. I'm resonating with all of it.
Yes. And so physical detox. So that's physical detox. Spiritual detox might be a toxic relationship, cutting off and going through that and then cutting it off. Also, it could be emotions. You could have some layers of healing that need to happen. I know for me, anger is one of the emotions that is buried deep inside me. And I didn't even tell you ladies this yet. Okay, this is my coming out. And I'm not sad, but I was diagnosed with cervical cancer in February this year.
Oh.
And then they found a tumor inside, and then I also was diagnosed with HPV, and so they wanted to do everything. Traditional medical procedure was a radical hysterectomy. If anyone knows what that is, it's just removing everything, all of your feminine parts, and basically I was in shock because my dad had died of cancer 2 years ago. And I thought I was invincible, okay? To be honest, I was totally in my ego. I was like, oh, I'm healing others. I'm never going to have any problems or anything. Yeah. But see, why I'm saying this is a spiritual detox for me, this cancer, is because of the trauma that happened to me. I was sexually abused at 5, and when I was a little bit older, molested, and other things, and then a rape at 19. So these were stuck energies inside me that I was pushing away because I have to be honest, I thought I was over it. I thought I was over the trauma, but I wasn't. It was just buried in me. In my emotions and in my body, and it came up as cancer. And you know what? It is, I know a lot of people say this, but it is a gift because I am learning about my body and I'm healing myself because I never did that before. I never thought about healing myself. I'm like, oh, I'm fine, I'm healthy. In fact, when I was diagnosed, I was training for an Ironman. I was in the best shape, I thought, of my life. But things weren't perfect. I was on like a keto diet, which is high fat, high protein, and not a lot of fruits. And I don't think that was good for me. I really think I needed more nutrients. So I went to a holistic doctor and I took this. This is something I was thinking for you.
For more information on Eden, go to edensustin.com. For more information on Kim, go to kimlifecoach.com. Make sure to follow them on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Talk Purpose and Truth Podcast. If you loved this episode, you'll love every episode. So be sure to subscribe so you don't miss anything. Thank you for listening.